What's up, nerds? I'm the Renegade Cactus, but you can call me whatever you want. Welcome to the very first episode of Pokémon X Randomized Nuzlocke. And my very first Pokémon Nuzlocke. Yay! So, few things before we start. First of all, Pokémon X I like more. I like Xerneas more than I like Yveltal, so Pokémon X. Secondly, what is a Nuzlocke? Well, we're gonna go there right after the intro. Like, I'm gonna let Professor Sycamore talk. And afterwards I'm gonna explain the rules of the Nuzlocke. I will also explain why Pokémon X instead of anything else. So, let's see what Sycamore has to say. By the way, I'm playing this on an emulator. I have the original version right somewhere. But I don't have a capture card for 3DS, so I'm playing this on an emulator. Which means there will be a few problems. A, it might stutter every now and then. B, the audio, at least in the intro, crackled every now and then, so I put it down quite a bit. So you might not hear too much of the music. I will try and fix that somehow in between. Yeah. And also, I put a randomizer over it, which means that every single Pokemon is completely randomized. Just the Pokemon just the encounters themselves, not the Pokemon. So a Squirtle will still be a water type, and will still learn Water Gun, stuff like that. Because you could completely change everything, like types and attacks, but I really don't want that. So, technically, this place in France, or the region is akin to France, which means he should have a French accent. Do I want to try that? I think I do, and I say sorry right now. I am. Wait a minute. Theoretically, you would call him Augustine, right? Augustine Sycamore, something like that. I am Augustine Sycamore, the Kalos region's very own Pokémon professor. And yes, this is the stereotypical cliché French accent. Because although I learned French in high school, I really don't know too much, and I've never been to France, and I only yes, of course. I've only spoken to like 2 or 3 guys who actually were from France, and they talk English with me. So, yeah, cliché it is. This world of ours is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokémon. And I will do the quite a bit, because cliché. These mysterious, some run across plains, others fly through the skies, and others swim in deep oceans. We live together with these Pokémon, lending our strengths to one another to live and prosper. Actually, an internet friend of my brother is French, and we played League of Legends together quite a bit. And my League of Legends name is Pandouts, which the name doesn't matter, but Pandouts or Pandouts or whatever you want to call it. And he was always, which champ you want to play, Pandouts? And every time we cracked up. And by the way, here you see another problem with the emulator. I'm gonna put my mouse right here. Sometimes, every now and then, it will have some issues with the graphics. I'm gonna try something. If I do this, okay, no, that just makes everything worse. Because if you play on an emulator, you can actually up the quality. And I upped it to 4 times its native quality, which means everything just looks way nicer. It looks way nicer than on the 3DS itself. I thought that maybe that was the problem with his boxes in the face. But no, it wasn't. Let's get started with some quick questions. Are you a boy or are you a girl? Since he has boxes in his face, I'm gonna go with the girl. I kinda always liked how she looked, although she always looked a bit smug to me, but I don't know. I mean, we don't really look like any of those. I'm gonna go with the middle because it's just alright. Oh, I see. Would you tell me your name? I will, haha. Alright, so we're gonna go with Renegade. We're gonna go with something else. We're gonna go with... No, we're gonna go with Renegade. Because, I mean, Renegade is more like a title. Which means, wait a minute. We're gonna go with another name. Because they ask us later on what nickname they want us to use. I could go with Renegade then. No, you know what? We're still gonna go with Renegade. Because other people will call us that then. Renegade. Okay. So is Renegade then. Did I get that right? Yeah. So I was sick a few weeks ago. But still this slight little cough. It's just tiny bit. Still lingers, and I hate that. Renegade, très bien. What a fantastic name. Renegade, your transfer begins now. Okay, wow. So the accent will go all over the place. I'm sorry, and now let's go visit the world of Pokémon. This accent will not be consistent, but I think voice and accent from Sycamore I will actually be able to remember. Also, next problem that can happen, since it is a randomizer. I think I tried Sun and Moon as well on not a randomizer, since it's on an emulator. I tried Sun and Moon, I think, just to see if it works. And when I walked outside, everything was black and white for a second. So it is what it is. There will be problems. I'm sorry for that. I actually really wanted to do this and thought, hey, why not? These little problems every now and then, I mean, they make it spicier. The only thing is, it could be, and I'm just saying it could be, that the game crashes. I don't know. Never had that problem yet, but it could be. Oh my goodness, the Wii U. I had one of those. I still have one of those. It was a waste of a console. I think you could really say that. It was a waste of a console. Like pretty much every Nintendo console, I had it mainly for Mario Kart and Super Smash Bros. And like with the Wii, I had a few other games like Mad World and stuff where I was like, oh, alright. Got quite a few titles to look forward to. With the Wii U, I was always like, but maybe there will be something. And I know there are a few good games, but it was a waste. Morning, Renegade. You sure slept well. All rested up from the move? It's about time you got going. Why don't you step outside and say hello to the neighbors? No, I don't want to. I'm gonna go back up. No, of course we're gonna go downstairs to go to the neighbors. So, yeah, this first episode will be a bit longer. First of all, I'm very sorry. What is a randomizer? As I said before, encounters are completely randomized, which means every single wild Pokemon is one of the many Pokemon that can be found in this game, or not found, but like up until this generation, every single Pokemon could be in tall grass. Secondly, all the trainers have different Pokemon. And I don't know if I actually put it that way, but there is the option to say that every important trainer, like rival battles, like Professor, stuff like that, have 6 Pokemon. I don't know if I activated that. I think I did. Alright, then, what is a Nutzlocke? A Nutzlocke means if a Pokemon faints, it dies. You have to release it, or if you don't want to release it, you store it in a separate box. You cannot use it again. Like, there are some things like, if you need an HM, if you need someone for cut, surf, whatever, you can use a dead Pokemon, but you cannot use it in battle. If you accidentally use it in battle, you have to get another Pokemon hit or killed. Secondly, you can only catch the first Pokemon on each route that you encounter, as long as you have, or as soon as you have Pokeballs. Which means if I go on route 1, 2, whatever, the first Pokemon that I encounter is the one that I can capture. I don't have to, but if I don't capture it, I don't have a Pokemon. You know what? Let's start with this and see, and I'm gonna talk on the way. Oh yeah, see, like I said, slight problems every now and then. Is the rest alright? Okay, yeah. I mean, if it's just those in-between sections, I don't care if there are problems. Welcome to Vanillville Town. Vanillville. The name's Callum. I live next door.
And I'm Shauna. Great to meet you. Guess what? We've come to get
You. Oh god, they come to get me! The renowned Pokemon Professor Sycamore lives here in the Kalos region. I heard he has a task for 5 kids, including us. But I'm surprised he knows who you are. You did just move to Vanillville after all.
We'll wait for you in the next town over. And you know what? We're going to get... Hey, Pokemon!
Spoil.
Come on, hurry. Let's go.
Maybe that's better. Alright. Here's our Rhydon. Right? Oh no, it's a Rhydon, that's it. I'm not gonna talk to anyone because as far as I know, no one gives me anything. And if they don't give me anything, why should I waste my time with them? It's a mean way to look at things. So, right. Capture the first Pokemon. If the Pokemon you try to capture flees or you knock it out, that's it. You cannot catch another one in this route. That's it. And also, because some people sometimes misunderstand, if the first encounter I find is like, let's say a Machop, and I defeat it, some people say then, like, yeah, you can try and catch another Machop. No, it's not the first Pokemon type. It's like the very first Pokemon, the very first encounter you have to catch. Otherwise, you cannot catch anything. Are these? And also you have to nickname every single of your Pokemon, because if they die, that makes it so much more tragic. It's a cruel mode, and I think I will take my liberties every now and then with a few things, just because, like I said, it's my first Nuzlocke, and although I know pretty much everything about Pokemon, or not everything, but I know pretty much about Pokemon, I still fuck up quite a bit every now and then. So maybe I'll go like... What I thought about, what I don't know if I actually will use it, is like 3 revives total. Like 3 times I can say, alright, I want to revive 1 Pokemon. Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. We'll see. Like I said, it won't be the strictest of Nuzlocks. It will just be for fun. My first one. Hey Renegade, this way, over here. And now we come to the part of the game that I really don't like. The friends. And yes, I really do not like the friends. I mean, I know a lot of people kind of don't like them, but I like the idea of having friendly rivals, and quite a lot of them. But those guys, all of them, are just... ugh.
We're just talking about you. Come have a seat.
This is the meeting place, Renegade. I'll introduce you. Everyone, this is Renegade. Whoa, Shauna's description was spot on. So, Renegade, this is Tierno. He can really tear up the dance floor. And this is Trevor. He's a little shy, but he always gets perfect scores on his test. Alright, nice to meet you. You know, it would feel like we're a closer crew if we all call each other by nicknames. Can I call you Lady R?
Wait, what? No way, she's Lil R for sure. What do you think, Trevor?
What? You want me to nickname someone I just met? Shauna, you shouldn't put people on the spot like this. Well, how about something low-key? Maybe something like Arkins?
You should decide what we call you. I'm gonna pick our own. And they will call me... they will call me... I mean, I could go with Lady or Baroness or Queen. I could make him call me Yas Queen, but I mean, why would I? Let him call me Madame, since we're in friends more or less. Or we'll stick to Renegade. Good take. Greatest YouTuber. Gonna let them call me... Ren? Are we that basic? Yeah, sure, they call me Ren. It's just the shortened version of Renegade. I mean, that makes sense, right?
You want us to call you Ren?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Ren fits you perfectly. I'm sure we're gonna be great friends, so I'll call you that too. Hey, can we see the Pokemon now? I want to meet my new partner soon.
Yeah, since every Pokemon is randomized, that also means the starters. There is an option for saying like, okay, you only want to have options with 3 stages, like the starter Pokemon. I think I clicked that option. I'm not sure though. So, we'll see.
I know, right? It was such a cool feeling when Trevs and I met our Pokemon. Hope you feel the same way we did.
Like, this is interesting. That is a really interesting choice. Like, all 3 of them, as far as I know, are pretty decent. I mean, if I remember correctly, Horsey takes some time. Like, until it's Seadra, Horsey is... eh. But it's a water Pokemon. Water Pokemon are never wrong. Fire-type Pokemon Horsey, Water-type Pokemon Trapinch, or Grass-type Mareep. And like I said, they aren't actually Water-type, Fire-type, Grass-type. They are still Electric, Water, and Ground. I mean, Trapinch... I so love it. I so love Flygon, but it takes quite some time. Horsey is a trait evolution, right? Like the last evolution, was it called Cedar King? Or was that just... the German name? I don't know. The last evolution is, I think, a trait evolution, which means the randomizer put it to a specific level. Like, I think level 36 or something like that, and it will evolve. So, fully evolved Horsey would be incredibly powerful. Same with Trapinch. Trapinch also not bad in the beginning. And Mareep just generally a good Pokemon. Also, there are Mega Evolutions. So, a Mega Ampharos. But I think I'm gonna go with Trapinch because I love this Pokemon. It is so great. We received a Trapinch.
Would you like to give your Pokemon a nickname?
Sure. So my nicknames are pretty strange because it's either just the first sound that comes to my head, or like in this case, for some reason, gonna do it with a mouse. For some reason, the first thing that came to my mind was Steve. So this Trapinch, our starter is Steve. Like, I've named some Pokemon Whoosh or Schrumpf or whatever, because the first few letters that come to my mind. And sometimes it's just an actual name. And last time I played Pokemon Colosseum for fun, I called every Pokemon something with ball at the end. Like, Miltank was Milk Ball, Espeon was Psyball, and Umbreon was Nightball, stuff like that. I'm strange like that. My nicknames are, rarely consistent.
So you've decided on a nickname, Steve? Okay, my partner is Renegade.
No, it won't be.
Wow, we go together great. The two of us are just way too cute.
Good to meet you, Chespin. My name's Callum. Because of you, I can be a real Pokemon trainer. Thanks.
Pardon me, but I have something for you from the professor as well. I have something that will help you understand Pokemon on a much deeper level.
We obtain a Pokédex, so as soon as you get the Pokédex and Pokéballs, the Nuzlocke starts. Which means first trainer battles normally aren't counted if you lose. I don't know if we already get Pokéballs now. I don't think so, so I think the first trainer battle still doesn't count.
So you see, Pokédex I just gave you is a high-tech device that automatically records the Pokemon you encounter. The reason you get one is because the professor wants us to go on a journey with our Pokemon and complete the Pokédex. To put it another way, it's an important mission from the professor. I'm sure of it.
Oh, lighten up, Trevs. You're way too serious sometimes. Ren, please take this with you. It's a letter from the professor. He said you should give it to your mom.
It's time and place they meet. I'm telling you. Renegade obtained the professor letter. Put it in item, yeah, whatever. Alright, we're done with our errand for the professor. I guess Trevs and I will go look for Pokemon. Let's go, Trevs. In Kalos, kids are chosen to carry a Pokédex and go on an adventure. But you need to give that letter to your mom before any of that. Or just gonna sit down here again. Like, hey guys, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, let's run back the incredible long way to town. To our hometown.
Ren, wait! You're gonna be my opponent in my Pokemon battling debut.
Okay, she can pretty much have everything. Like, or anything. It doesn't... like, technically, the fire-type Pokemon was Horsey in this case. That doesn't mean that she has a Horsey. She can now have a Mega Mewtwo X. Just saying. And like I said, we don't have Pokeballs yet. Oh yeah, trainer classes are also completely randomized. He set out a sock. Shit. Go Steve, go! So like I said, if I lose this, then that won't mean that I lost the Nutzlocke. That is not its actual level 5 moveset, is it? I mean, Hyper Cutter prevents other Pokemon from lowering its attack stat. Nice! And we have a Smoke Ball, which I think helps from escaping. Interesting. Okay, okay. Like I said, audio crackling quite a bit. I don't know if you hear it. I hope you don't. Let's start with a Sand Attack. I mean, oh shit. Yeah. Sand Attack, not a bad idea, I think. Do we have potions at the beginning? I don't really think so, right? So we will probably lose this. Let's just go for superpower. I mean, what can go wrong? Everything, that's what. Okay, so our... too bad. Our ability... Yeah, and we're dead. Yeah, our ability only prevents the enemy from lowering our attack. Because that would just be amazing if superpower only lowered our defense because of our ability. But hey,
Here, let me fix up your Pokemon.
so we lost the first...
Say hi to your mom for me.
we lost the first battle. Like I said, no big deal. The Nuzlocke didn't start yet. But we lost quite a bit of experience because I think a sock gives us quite a bit.
So, what did you and the neighbor kids end up doing? Wait 1 second, Renegade. Is that a Pokeball you have there? Got your very own Pokemon? Lucky you. How about that? You're a Pokemon trainer now too. Congratulations. Huh? A letter from me? It says from somebody named Sycamore? What could it be? A love letter? Wow, what lovely handwriting. What do we have here? A request? Oh, I see. Renegade. We've barely unpacked and all kinds of exciting things are happening. Okay, let's get you and Steve ready for your journey.
So technically we chose Froakie. Technically. But nope, it's Steve. Steve the Trapinch.
Here you are, Renegade. I even packed a change of clothes. My, what an unexpected turn of events. It's just like a sudden last burst of speed from a racer in a Rhyhorn race. You made friends, you met your Pokemon. And now you get to take a lap around Kalos. And don't forget this.
Get a town map. So I was thinking about ending the episode here just as an intro. But I think I'm gonna end it after the first encounter.
You know how to use the town map, right?
Yes. And she will still tell me kinda how.
That's my girl. Select the town map from your bag whenever you want to use it.
Yes. I just told you I know what to do. That's the one thing I hate the most in RPGs and mostly in Pokemon. Like, okay, here you have it. Do you want to know how to use it? And I'm going like, no, I don't know. I don't want to know because I already know. Alright, I won't tell you. I won't tell that you have to do this and that and this and that to do it, right? Like the same with the phone in Generation 2. Do you want to know You know how to use your phone? Yes. Don't you just have to? And we're just like, I mean, it's just 2 text boxes or 3, but still.
I don't know what this Professor Sycamore wants you to see on your trip, but taking the journey with your Pokemon is a really wonderful experience.
Yeah, and we're going. Bye-bye. See ya. I love Rahorn.
Hahaha, what a card. I guess Rahorn is I just wanted to give you a big send-off for your journey. Well, it has known you since you were born, after all. Good luck, Renegade. Go for broke, and don't worry. You'll have Pokemon by your side, so you'll be fine.
How long does a Pokemon live? Like, in theory, they should sometime die of old age. Right? Technically. Because otherwise, overpopulation. Like, complete overpopulation. If you think about how easy it is to make eggs, damn. Like, if a Pokemon, like this Rhyhorn knows me since since I was born. Which means since we are like, what are we in this game? 13, 14, 12? Like, above, more than 10 years. So, this Rhyhorn is more than 10 years old, which makes sense. But how long before did Mom have this Rhyhorn? Like, is it like 15 or 20 years, or maybe 30 years old? If so, is it considered old? Is it not? I don't know. You, give me a free potion, right? Here, this potion is for you. Feel free to use it. Yes. Alright, here we can buy potions, right? Welcome, I sell only the best potions. We have 3,000 monies. We're gonna get 3 potions because I am also one of the many people who buys everything in 5s or 10s, or like who wants to have even numbers. And here we get Pokeballs. Welcome, this is a specialized shop that sells only Pokeballs. We're gonna buy 10, so we get the Premier Ball. So technically we get 11 balls, which doesn't really matter. But we have 10 Pokeballs. Okay, so I'm gonna go get my first encounter, and the great thing about randomizers in this particular game, as far as I know, the first route has a 100% catch rate, which means no matter the Pokemon, you throw a Pokeball, you don't need to weaken it, you don't need to do anything, you just throw a Pokeball and you capture the Pokemon. Since it is a randomizer, that could mean our first Pokemon is like Xerneas. And we just throw a Pokeball and we get it. Which is a bad example because Xerneas in this game is also 100% catch rate as far as I know. Okay, so our first encounter could be a Mew, could be a Dragonite, could be Charizard. We just chuck a Pokeball and we got it.
Hey, Pokemon trainer, if you set foot in tall grass, a wild Pokemon will pop out, but you'll be fine, because your Pokemon partner will battle for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for explaining that to me. Let's see our first encounter is. What is it? Alright, we have a Ho-Oh. And now to see if I was correct. I would like to use the Premier Ball, but I mean, it's better than Pokeballs, and since we have 100% catch rate. I mean, sure. Like, why not? Right? Got it. We got Oh. Who would also be good with the name Steve? But hey. We can call it Steven. Like Steve, Steven, Stefan, stuff like that. We grow quite a bit because it was a level 3 Ho-Oh. I mean, that is, yeah. Okay, superpower I will keep. Faint. Oh yeah, this hits every time. Superpower is 120, right? Yes. We're gonna get rid of Faint because when do we ever find a Protect Mon or Detect Mon that actually, where we actually know, okay, this will protect now. It's just, nah. So, we end this episode with a Ho-Oh encounter, the Rainbow Pokemon. A type Fire Flying, of course. A legend says that its body glows in 7 colors. A rainbow is said to to form behind when it behind it when it flies, whatever. Yes, we will give it a nickname. I mean, I could go with Fox for the Phoenix, but I think I'll just call it Scar. Like Scar. No, kinda, no. Wait a minute. Let me see something. Fox. Was Fox with an ES? Nah. Squaff. I like, every now and then, I like to just take a nickname and just turn it around, but nope. We're gonna call this Ho-Oh Rainbow. This is a rainbow. It's Rainbow. Rainbow, our Ho-Oh. By the way, there are there are like 2 Pokemon that I always will name the same way. Like, I got fixed nicknames for just 2 Pokemon, but we will come to that if we come to that. I'm gonna end this episode for now. Yeah. I'm gonna save right here with our Steve the Trapinch and Rainbow, our Ho-Oh. I mean, sure. Great. Awesome. This episode is like 30 minutes long. I think from now on, these episodes will be like 20, 25, something. Somewhere between 20 and 30. Just however it feels right. And I don't know any schedule for this game, so you will see when it comes out. It's just like... Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm the Renegade, Cactus, and I gotta run. Bye-bye!